Hello everyone, I'm Kristel and Celemin from the Batangas State University, Alangilan Campus, taking Bachelor of Science in Information Technology from the section 2105.
This video is all about the packet tracer of the chapter 10, packet tracer, DHCP and DNS server objectives. Part 1, configure static IPv for addressing. Part 2, configure and verify DNS records. Background. In this activity, you will configure and verify static IP addressing and DHCP addressing. You will then configure a DNS server to map IP addresses to the website name. So they have a note on the part 1. Configure static IPv for addressing. Step 1. Configure the inkjet printer with static IPv for addressing. The home office computers need to know the printer's IPv for addressing to send information to it. The printer, therefore, must use a static unchanging IPv for address. Click the inkjet and click the config tab. Will display the global settings. So, the first is the inkjet and the config tab. And this is the global settings. Then letter B, statically assign the gateway address as 192.168.0.1 and the DNS server address as 64.100.8.8. So static. So the gateway is 192.168.0.1 and the DNS server of 64.100.8.8. And then click fast Ethernet 0 and statically assign the IP address of 192.168.0.2 and the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Close the inkjet window. Then step 2, configure WRS provide DHCP services. Click the WRS and click the GUI tab and maximize the window. So this is the WRS and then the GUI tab and then we will maximize the window. Uh, and then letter B, the basic setup Windows displays by default. Configure the following settings in the Network Setup section. Change the IP address to 192. So this one's the address 192.168.0. We'll change that in 0 and 0.1. So 1. And then set the subnet mask to 255.255.255.0. So this one. And then enable the DHCP server. This one. And then set the static DNS 1. Set the static DNS1 address to 64. Static DNS1 to 64. 64. 64 and then 100. 8. 8 and then 8. And then scroll to the bottom and click save. And save settings. So after that, close the window. So we will close it. And then step 3, request DHCP addressing for the home laptop. This activity focuses on the home office. The client that you will configure with DHCP are home laptop and tablet. So this is the home laptop and this is the tablet. So click DHCP and wait until the DHCP request is success, uh, click the home laptop, and then the desktop tab, and then IP configuration. And then click the DHCP, this one, and then wait until the DHCP request is successfully. So I think that is successfully. And then home laptop should now have the full IP configuration. If not, return to this laptop. So it has a configuration, so you can see here. And then close the IP configuration window, and then close the home laptop. Close the home laptop window. So we will close it. So after that, step 4, request the HTTP addressing for the tablet. Click the tablet, and then the desktop, and the IP configuration, and then the DHCP again. So let's wait. Uh, So our request is successfully. So tablet should now have the full IP. If not, return. So it has a configuration. So we will close it. Test access to website. Close the IP configuration window, and then click the web browser. So here, web browser. This one. And then in the URL box, type the 10.10.10.10 and dot 10.2 for the central web, or 64 and go. So click the on fast forward. Both websites should appear. So that appear, then reopen the web browser. Test the names for those same websites by entering central server.pt.pka and branch server.pt. So we will close it first. The web browser. Then we will reopen this, and same with website. So let's try for the central server dot pt dot pka. And then tablet should so here configure part 2, configure records on the DNS central DNS server. Step 1, configure famous DNS PKA with records for central server and branch server. Typically, the DNS records and register with companies, but for the purpose of this activity, you control the famous.dns.pka server on the internet. Click the internet cloud, this one, and then a network, a new network display. Then click the famous.dns.pka. So this one, famous.dns.pka, and click services tab, uh and then DNS. So this one. Then after that, add the following source record. So the central tab. So the name is that the central server .pt .pke, and then the address is 10.10.10.2, add, and then the other one is branch server .pt .pke, and then the address of 64.100.200.1. Then we will add that. So close the famous DNS window, back to exit, uh, click back to exit the internet cloud. So after that, verify the ability of client computers to use the DNS. Now that you have configured DNS records, home laptop and tablet should be able to access the website by using the names instead of IP addresses. First, check the DNS client. DNS client is working properly, and then verify access the website. So A is click the home laptop or tablet. So home laptop. Then if the web browser is open, close it and select. So we will select the command prompt, and then verify the IPv4 addressing by entering the command ipconfig slash all. So we can see here uh, uh, the IP address for the DNS server. Then after that, ping the DNS server at 64, ping 64.100.8.8. So it has a 4 replies here. So it means that they have the connectivity. So because it is sent is 4, receive is 4, and no loss. Then ping the DNS server, so that we did that. So note the first two of three pings may fail as the packet simulates all. So uh, it has a connectivity. Then test the functionality of the dancer by entering the commands nslookup, the PKA, and you should get the new resolution. So let's try the nslookup. nslookup. So we get the IP address of that, and then the central. So I think that it is ns. Let's try nslookup, and the central server .pt .pka. So close the command window and click the web browser. Verify that the home laptop, and we will close it. Close. Then close the command prompt window and click web browser. Verify that the home laptop can now access the central uh, branch server. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.